Going to go ahead and record it. Well, good afternoon and welcome back again, Realty Pros. As you guys know, for the last 4 weeks, we've been talking about preparing for the winter. So we are in late summer 2021, as we are all very well aware, and there are quite a number of different, obstacles to overcome and challenges and all those things. So one of the things that is essential for us to put in place is to prepare for our winter months and to begin to do so now. So over the last 4 weeks of training, we have dealt with target markets, we've dealt with farm areas, we've dealt with campaigns and things that each of us can do so as to be prepared for those winter months. And we find it very essential to automate those things so that while life happens, you still have campaigns going out, whether those are mailers, whether they're letters, postcards, emails. We want to make sure that we establish those things so that everybody is off to a great winter. You can enjoy your holiday season and start the new year off correctly. Now, before I jump right in today, I wanted to ask for anybody who has been on the training, and I see quite a number of you who've been on the trainings over the last 4 weeks, if you want to kind of help me to give the group a recap on some of those things that we've discussed so as to help prepare everybody for the winter months. And as always, our trainings are interactive, so go ahead and unmute yourself, put something in the chat, raise your hand, but by all means, we appreciate all of your contributions. All right, so Dee, I will ask you, you've shared something that I'm very excited about, and I would love to have it on the recording as well. What was it that you just shared with us that you and the Lancaster team just completed in the office yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Sorry, it took me a minute there. Okay, so we were in the office on Tuesday and we took the time to print off the letters for our, what do you call it, pre-foreclosure campaign. So we have 3 letters in this campaign. One went out yesterday and it was just plain. One is going out on Saturday, and that one has a piece of twine in it, a la Curtis. This one had a piece of twine in it that said, we just want you to remember, don't forget, we're coming. And then the last one is going out on Wednesday, and it says, time is running out, and we're coming to see you, to see if you need some help. We've sent out about 20 letters. It's a very small campaign, but we really want to focus on a specific area. Miss Anita has one in Upper Marlboro, and I have another one in the basically Brentwood, Northeast DC area. So we're working those areas. We found homes that are in danger of being, what do we call that? What is that word? They're in distress. They're in danger of being in more distress. So we're offering them some help, through conversation and, the possibility of a listing. So this is, again, a pre-foreclosure campaign, and this is the result of the talks that we have had over the last 4 weeks, as Miss Jasmine was saying, where, let me see if I can do this. We are finding our farm. We are deciding to go after very specifics in that farm area. And we're trying to make sure that we're doing just one campaign, which for us is pre-foreclosure. And we're focusing on one specific thing that we're going to do. So that's basically what we've been talking about for the last 4 weeks. And Miss Pat took the bull by the horns and got us together to get it done. So we were in the office on Monday actually getting it done. So
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that, and kudos to you guys for that. That campaign is highly effective. Keep it going. Go all the way through the campaign and start again, okay? So I'm excited. Curtis just joined us as well. I know he's gone through the campaign and has seen some success from it as well. So for our agents who are on the line, I know for our last couple of weeks, we ended talking about accountability partners, and a part of that very helpful discussion was not captured in the recording. So I want to reinitiate that part of the conversation to make sure that everybody's needs are met. For many of us who've been in the trainings over the last 4 weeks, you've been assigned accountability partners, but some people have not had that opportunity. So I want to find out among us who has not had the ability to have an accountability partner assigned, because as you heard with Dee, they met together as a group. So this can be 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, or whatever that looks like. But we absolutely want to make sure that you have all of the insulation you need. We want to make sure that you have the support. Of course, you always have Mr. Porter and myself, but it's very effective when you guys work together also to be accountability partners for each other. Because oftentimes there are going to be some things for some of our agents who are dual career. You may be dual career, your accountability partner may be full-time. So there are going to be ways that you'll be able to help each other remain encouraged, to remain focused. As you heard Dee said, Miss Pat took the bulls by the horn and made sure that they were focused and got in the office to do it. So we want to make sure that we partner you guys up so that you can be that level of support for each other as well. Okay. So for everybody who is on the line, if you have not yet been assigned or chosen, because you do have the ability to choose an accountability partner, let me know your name so that we can make sure that your needs are taken care of.
Joy.
Okay. Joy. Who else?
Marcella.
All right. Who else? If those are the only two, then that makes it very easy. Joy and Archella, you two can be accountability partners.
This is Talita.
Hello, Talita.
Hi. I haven't met up with my accountability partner.
So
Um,
you haven't met up, that's okay, but have you been assigned?
you assigned me someone that lived in the Columbia area, or
Yes, Naima.
Naima. Okay,
Hi,
so
Hello, Aurelia.
Hi, Jasmine. I thought that me and Joy were going to get together. I did call Joy earlier today, but you let me know if I need to be partnered with someone.
So you guys can work together in pairs, 3s, 4s, however you'd like. So if there are 3 of you, the more the merrier. The merrier.
Well, so I can join
sure
with
that
Joy and Archella if that's okay.
That is perfectly fine. Joy and
Okay.
Archella.
Yes, that's fine.
Sure.
Aurelia, I'm
Yep.
sorry, I must have missed your call.
Yeah, I
And
left a
I didn't know
voice
whether
message
what we
for you.
signed up for was accountability or it was just working on the campaign. So yes, that's definitely fine.
Okay, I'll just join both you and Archella, and we can kind of get together, schedule something outside of the meeting. But
Okay,
thank you.
that sounds good.
Perfect. So that is excellent. Again, whether there are 2, 3, 4 of you, you guys can work together at however you need to, but the goal again is to make sure that you have several different layers of support as well as accountability. Okay, so I know that you guys may feel more comfortable sharing things among your group than you may feel, at liberty to share on Realty Talks. And if that is the case, that's perfectly fine. But again, we just want to make sure you have those layers of support there. All right, so that's excellent. So then if that's the case, we have Joy, Archella, and Aurelia. And Talita, you've been assigned with Naima. And is everybody else already assigned an accountability partner?
Yes, I have my partner is Rachel, I believe.
All right.
I haven't communicated with her. Well, I've reached out, but I haven't heard back from her yet.
Gotcha. So as long as you have an accountability partner, be diligent in the event that, there's something going on that disallows that person from working with you currently, then let me know, because we can just add another person or switch you. But again, we want to make sure you have that. All right. So
Okay.
the next level for us with your accountability partners, and for those who are joining us today, if you haven't had the opportunity to listen to the videos over the last 4 weeks or join us, then do not worry, because you will have time to get caught up. But those who have been a part of the trainings and discussions, we've been talking about farming, we've been talking about targeted marketing, we've been talking about honing in on specific areas and beginning those marketing campaigns that you're going to automate so as to be able to have a very productive and prosperous winter. Okay. So that being said, I heard Dee talking about they were working on the pre-foreclosure campaigns. Curtis has shared with us before that that is what his targeted audience is. But I'm going to ask for the rest of us, what is your targeted audience, your target market? We've chosen some zip codes, we've chosen property types per se, but your target market, who is it that you would like to market to? And just so that we are all on the same page, your target market can be a number of different types of client base, if you will. Your target market can be pre-foreclosure. We've gone over these before. They can be your short sales. They can be anywhere from your first time, your move up, your scale up or scale down. They can be your retirement communities. They can be so many different audiences there. So I want to pull on you guys to see what your thoughts are, so that we can help you to focus in and establish a campaign that'll be specific to what your goals are. All right. So if there's any brave person among us that would like to share first what your targeted audience is, I'm going to go ahead and take that down.
Okay, I'll speak. So definitely my target audience was going or is the pre-foreclosures. But what I want to know as well, I know we wanted to focus on one area, and that's why we chose our zones, and mine was basically, my area, the 20601. But in looking on Bright, is it okay if you do pre-foreclosure and then there may be some, listings? Because I know sometimes with the pre-foreclosures or short sales, sometimes, people may not even want to deal with the reality of them losing their homes. So, it's more work in that area in terms of you doing your campaign and more follow-up versus, or you may have someone who's interested in listing. So can you do listings and the pre-foreclosures, or do you want the focus just to be either or?
So the primary focus is listings, and that's what your pre-foreclosure marketing is going to bring about. So whatever type of listings you get as a result of your focus on your farm area, all of those are excellent. So
Okay.
yes, definitely focus on those, everything that you can get from the target market.
Okay.
Just want to
Okay.
make sure that we help you guys to hone in on something, because I promise you, there's so many things that could be going on with any one of us at any given time. It will become very easy to get off of focus. It's very easy to get distracted and feel like you don't know what's going on. We're all over the place. And my goal is to make sure that everybody has a laser-like focus, because I promise it will make your life easier. Okay. And you'll know specifically what you're doing, what your audience is, what your activity is going to be, and we're going to get to your budgeting and your marketing dollars, and that's going to be different for each and every one of us. And as we talked about last week also, there are some activities that you guys are going to be able to do that don't cost anything, but then there's some activities that you will need to set a budget for. So based on where you are, your comfort level, based on your budget for marketing, and I would say your schedule is going to determine what type of campaigns are going to work best for you. Because some of our agents that are full-time, you're going to have quite a bit of time available in order to invest in these marketing endeavors. And that if that is the case, then you probably would be one that wouldn't necessarily have to pay as much for certain campaigns. But then some of our agents, if you have financial constraints or whatever the case is, then we're going to talk about some of those marketing. Let's see, there's several different marketing components that just don't cost anything. But again, we want you to be ready to invest in yourself. But if you have financial constraints, I don't want you to just start to zone out and say, oh, I can't do this because I have quite a bit of financial obligations. There is something for each and every last one of our agents, okay?
Okay.
You said something very important, Darlene. You were talking about the pre-foreclosure and the reality of people not necessarily wanting to face it at a certain point. And that is very important to understand because all of our marketing endeavors are going to take time, okay? We've talked about this before and we'll probably talk about it indefinitely because with everything that we do, it's seed, time, and harvest. So your marketing endeavors, that's going to be your seed. You're going to be planting those. So you're going to be sending out the mailers, the postcards, your door hangers, making those phone calls. You're going to do that over time. And then that's when you're going to start to reap a harvest. So whatever you do, we want to make sure that it's something that you're willing to commit to for a 6-month period. We'll come back and revise it, look at it within 90 days to see where you are in the event that there's something that needs to be tweaked a little, but I really want you guys to think long-term. I really want you guys to think building your business from the ground up and building something that's going to stand for years to come. So with that being said, I want you to be encouraged to know that when you send your first marketing piece, if you get 1 call or you get 0 call, it's not a failure on part of the marketing campaign. That is the name of the game. You must do it consistently and do it over time. And that's when you're going to see the greatest return on your investment of both your time, your energy, and your resources that you've invested into it. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about that before I go to the next person? All right. So Darlene, you're focusing on pre-foreclosures there. So target market, who wants to go next? Tell me who you guys are interested in targeting. So I want you to be encouraged, even if you have not officially had a meeting with your accountability partner to discuss what your target market is going to be, that's fine. My question to you is, who are you interested in pursuing? What market, what clientele are you interested in servicing? So that we can focus all of your marketing endeavors and target that specific audience. All right, Aurelia, I see your name first, so I will call on you.
Okay, I was just thinking about that. I think the pre-foreclosures and short sale would be mine as well, because I know
Okay.
that that's an issue or a concern right now with the market. And especially with the winter months coming and everything that's going on, I would like to focus on that. But I would also like to get with my accountability team to see if we can maybe, do you suggest we focus on maybe 3 areas and just help one another in those areas? Or just, are you saying the team also needs to narrow in on one
No, if there's
area?
3 of you, then you can each have 3 different areas and you work together to keep each other accountable to that area.
Okay, okay. But that would be my primary area. And then we'll see what the accountability team comes up with as well.
Okay, sounds good. Who'd like to go next? How about you, Joy? What target market are you interested in?
I was actually going to agree with Aurelia. I think just based on the moratorium eventually getting lifted or supposed, I know it's kind of in flux right now. We're not really knowing what is going to go on. However, I do feel like because it is in flux, you will have more people potentially looking to get out of their homes quickly because we really don't know what's going to eventually happen. So I think that is a great area to start.
Excellent. All right, let's see. Talita, how about you?
Did you call on me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How about you?
Hold on. I'm working on the floor. Okay. Okay, so I was thinking of the pre-foreclosures myself, but I want to meet with my accountability partner to kind of, you know, navigate something to see what she would, what she thinks. But pre-foreclosures, I think, would be my target right now.
Okay. Excellent. All right, let's see. Tamika? And you can put it in the chat. I see your message about your audio. Not a problem at all, Tamika. So you can go ahead and type in the chat and we'll move on to the next person.
Jasmine, D'Amica's working with me. I'm our accountability partner.
Excellent.
And so we're working on the foreclosures, pre-foreclosures,
Perfect.
along with Anastasia as well.
All right, team Right Price Property Pros.
You know it.
All right. All right, so pre-foreclosure. So this is excellent to hear the central focus, considering everything that is going on, not just in our area, but in our nation. Just like Joyce said, the moratorium will eventually be lifted there. And we know that this is something that is going to affect a very large audience. Is there anybody that has a different farm area? I'm sorry, a different target market? Anthony, how about you?
Hey, Jasmine.
Hello.
I don't have anybody in particular. I know I've been talking to Angie about this particular farm area that we're looking at, and it's basically my mom's neighborhood, and they're having like a lot of septic issues in the neighborhood, like amongst the homeowners. So I was thinking about trying to do some research because there's two houses on my mother's street that are up for sale right now, and one of them has been on the market and off the market over the last few months because of septic and well issues. So she's the president of the Civic Association, and all of these homeowners are talking about, you know, their septic systems are failing. And I guess just from a realtor standpoint, I guess it's interesting to find out how that affects the buyers. Because I guess a lot of them are complaining about that their home values may go down. And so I thought about targeting veterans as well, because with me being a veteran. So I think Angie probably has some additional things that she may want to add as well. But I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay. I think Angela may have gotten disconnected because she was with us, but I no longer see her name at the moment. So we can follow up with her next week so we can make sure we get that for you guys. Oh, here she is.
Okay.
Welcome back, Angela. Anthony was just volunteering you to share some information and let us know what your guys' target market is.
Okay, so I've struggled with this a little bit. We've been researching different things to try to determine that. Your answer today, but I'm still trying to narrow that down. So I don't know. And I don't know if there's anything that can help in trying to narrow that down. It seems like everyone's doing, pre-foreclosures, and, I contemplated that as well, but I'm just exploring other options to see what else I might be interested in. So the answer is I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. So let's develop that. So is there anybody else on the line who just doesn't know as of yet what their targeted market is going to be?
This is Archella. So I was listening to everyone, and it sounds like the pre-foreclosures could be a good area. I guess I just needed to investigate some of the other target areas before I decided on one.
Okay. All right, so let me see if I can pull up. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to pause this and start it again because we have slides with various target markets and captive audiences. So if you guys give me just a few, I'm going to pull that up so as to give you some ideas. Okay.